Glad to have you with us from Kenan Stadium in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Kennesaw State Owls and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Checking in with the Kennesaw State head coach before the game. He knows that they are not one of the Power 4 conferences, but they are here to prove they can compete with anyone. His team is fired up and ready to prove they are just as good as this top-ranked team. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Owls offense will start this game off with the football. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week. They've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He's got it. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Tar Heels offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
From the 30-yard line on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Dances away. Gets rid of it. Right on target this time. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to do.
Makes a catch. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Tar Heels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. The give. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the Hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The run inside. It's Bradley. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Kennesaw State right back to work.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Hauls it in at the 25. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Sweet cut there. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The play fake, Raiola. Forced out of the pocket. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Here's Raiola to throw. Touchdown, UNC! Got it right in the heart of the end zone. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Kennesaw State right back to work. Off the play fake. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. All the way back. Touchdown, North Carolina.
You simply cannot do better as a defense. They have shut them out. A goose egg on the scoreboard. You get a pick six right there to extend your lead right now. This defense is playing with their hair on fire. The offense has no answers. And if I'm this defense, I keep the pressure up. I'm keeping my starters in the game, and I'm just pouring it on.
Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
The give, it's Bradley. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Wants to bring it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Raiola makes the catch. It's Need. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
And it's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
From the gun on third down, Raiola takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Fourth down, Raiola fires to the big fella. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Tar Heels have their offense in high gear. The give to Davis. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Play action with Raiola. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football.
He wants to go deep. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Tar Heels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Murphy. Powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Rushes on him. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Raiola to throw. Punts it out of the air. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking to fire. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Tar Heel! Quick strike through the air for the score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll start this drive firing. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Running inside. It's Bradley. They'll stop him short of the first down. It brings up 4th, but the defense doesn't have any timeouts and can't stop the clock. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in at the 40. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 4 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll start the third quarter with the run. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
The throw. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that.
There's a crease. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 for the offense. Makes the grab. It's Farrell. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Throwing Raiola. He slings it deep to the left. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
Back to throw, it's Raiola. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, UNC! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And after starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. You just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing. And because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500. And let's see where this team can go.
Man, I hope the kicker's okay after that penalty. You got to worry about protecting them when they're on that plant leg. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The run inside. It's Bradley. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Right back to the well. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Makes a deep grab. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Into the house. Touchdown, Owls.
Man, quarterbacks have to do a great job in the pocket, letting routes develop, taking their time. He does, throws the ball down the field, receiver catches it, and then does the rest. Takes it in to the end zone for 6.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Oh, he wants it all. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Raiola. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, looking for a deep man. Hits him in stride inside the 10. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And the Tar Heels will try to put one on the board on first. Touchdown, North Carolina! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
And with that drive, you start to get excited. You start to think about the bounce back from a week ago. Went on the road, tough loss, you get to come back home. And this team has really been a different team today. Nice performance after a heartbreaking loss last week.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kennesaw State will go on the attack, the offense onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
So now it's 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Bradley. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Bounced right back to them. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. The give to the single back. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And man, those sting, man. The 3rd down, the money down, your guy's got to come through. You had a good play called, receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially 3rd down.
Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. Touchdown, Tar Heel! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
On these critical 4th downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the 1st down. He had his guy one-on-one, he took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. The Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. Well, guys, so far this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Franklin. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll run the option. Might have a chance. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. Kennesaw State coming out with another 1st down. Now he's looking to throw it. Here comes the heat. And he can't make the connection on his 1st attempt. Let's see if he settles down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So after that false start, now dealing with 2nd and 15. Back to pass. This time on target. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of their way with their fingernail. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Maybe a double pass. Finds a man by himself. Open spaces. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
And man, oh man, I don't know how you leave that guy open for the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy. Palmer, I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
Yeah, and that's inexcusable by this defense because this guy's already burned you in this game. He's lighting you up. If there's anybody that you got to be aware of, if there's one player that you have to know where he's lined up every single play, it's him. So for the defense to allow him to be that wide open on that play at this point of the game, no bueno on D.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Rides to the back. Could be an alley. Inside the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Owls.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Creates a little room. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Training staff checking out this junior defensive tackle. We hope this is not serious and he gets back in the fray shortly. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's Raiola to throw. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. He wants to take the top off. Brings it down on the right side. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. The Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. This this offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. The RPO, it's complete. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Well, obviously this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year, coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. They'll run this play from the pistol. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. And the Tar Heels have pushed it inside the 20. Run in the red zone, it's Young. Got some room headed to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Running inside, it's Franklin. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. With the clock running, this should be the final play. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
This has been a